In JJK chapter 234, we start the chapter off with Yuta dodging the fraud allegations. And he says he's ready to box Mahoraga himself. But Kashimo stops Yuta and warns him not to jump in, and this got me thinking. Between Yuta and Kashimo, who would win in a fight? The problem with trying to give a definitive answer is that there are just too many unknowns. For starters, we don't know Yuta's domain, and we don't know how Kashimo's one-time curse technique works. Either one of these unknowns could bump these two sorcerers up in this fight, but for the sake of losing my fucking mental state at the thought of my goat Yuta losing, let's go over how this fight would play out with just their innate techniques. Now, I think Kashimo is a very skilled fighter, in hand-to-hand combat and utilizing his curse technique. The problem is just Yuta has crazy adaptability. I can't think of a single thing Kashimo can do that Yuta just can't adapt to or just flat out copy. In terms of stats, Yuta and Kashimo are pretty much evenly matched, or either one could just adapt against the other. A lot of people bring up Rika, stating that Rika could just one-shot Kashimo or at the very least help Yuta secure the win. And while I think Rika would put Yuta at an advantage, it's important to note that the current Rika is not the same Rika from the JJK Volume 0 manga. The Rika Yuta still possesses is just the innate ability of Yuta's copy technique. Yuta copied the remnants of Rika's curse energy, and that's what he's currently using, is just the gist of that. So this fight really comes down to the unknowns. If Kashimo's curse technique is the super powerful butt-fucking technique that could one-shot Goku himself like he claims it is, then there's a chance that Yuta Ogotsu might lose. But it's also a chance that Yuta's domain is able to negate or defend against this curse technique entirely. Another important thing to note is that Kashimo's binding vow just amps his curse technique. Since he can only use it one time, the vow most likely entails the power output would just be crazy strong, like strong enough to beat Gojo possibly. But with no domains or amped up curse techniques, I'm gonna have to go with Yuta. Albeit, I think it'll be a very high difficult win for him to secure, but I still think Yuta got this, man. Yuta on top.